Engines thundered through the chilly morning air as a biker gang rolled into a quiet town, their leather jackets glistening under the pale sunlight. At the curb ahead, a little girl stood barefoot, clutching a scrap of cardboard that read in shaky black marker, "Duke, good dog, $50 or best offer." Beside her, a thin German shepherd sat obediently, ribs faintly showing beneath patchy fur. The dog wagged his tail weakly, unaware of the heartbreaking sign in front of him. Her voice cracked as she looked up at the men rumbling past. "Sir, please, buy my dog. Mommy hasn't eaten in 3 days." The loud roar of engines suddenly felt too quiet. And one biker knew, deep in his gut, that something was very, very wrong. Jack Ryder Dawson, the hardened leader of the Hellhawks MC, had seen life at its ugliest. Prison fights, bar ambushes, nights on the run, yet none of it hit him like the sight of that child. The town was nearly deserted. An old gas station hummed faintly behind her. A cold wind swept dust across the concrete, cutting through her thin dress. Her cheeks were hollow, her hands small and trembling. Jack stepped off his bike, boots heavy, heart heavier. "What's your name, sweetheart?" he asked quietly. "Emma," she whispered, brushing tears and dirt from her face. "And this is Duke. He's a good dog. Mommy says good people always find a way." Duke placed his paw gently in Jack's palm, as though pleading for Emma. Jack swallowed hard. "Where's your mom now?" Emma pointed toward a rusted car in an abandoned parking lot. "She's sick and hungry. We sleep there now." The other bikers shifted uncomfortably, their tattoos and battle scars seeming small compared to the courage of this little girl. Emma lifted the cardboard sign again, but her hand shook too much to hold it steady. She hugged Duke tightly, hiding tears in his fur. "I don't want to sell him," she said. "He keeps us warm at night." The cardboard, that fragile paper shield against the world, became the signal. A desperate cry no one else had seen, until now. Jack knelt eye level with Emma. "We're not leaving you here," he said, voice low but firm. Duke's tired tail thumped once, trusting completely. Jack stood, turned to his men. "We find her mother." No one argued. The Hellhawks had a new mission. The bikers followed Emma across cracked pavement toward the abandoned lot. Their shadowy silhouettes stretched long across the asphalt as the sun fought through clouds. The car was worse than Jack imagined. Windows shattered, a blanket draped over the back seat for privacy. A woman lay curled inside, face pale, lips cracked. "Mommy, wake up," Emma whispered, gently shaking her arm. Maria blinked, startled by the sudden presence of leather-clad bikers towering around her. "We don't have anything left to steal," she rasped. "We're not thieves," Jack assured. "We're here to help." Maria tried to sit up, but winced, wincing from pain and weakness. "Haven't eaten since last week," she breathed. Emma looked up at Jack. "That's why I wanted to sell Duke." That sentence lodged itself in every biker's soul like a bullet. Maria trembled, fighting dizziness as she explained. After her husband died at work, his boss promised insurance benefits, money owed, a small apartment, security. Then that man disappeared with everything. "He laughed," Maria whispered. "Said people like us don't matter." Jack's jaw tightened. "The name of that boss?" "Who is he?" Jack asked softly. Maria hesitated. "Victor Crane." The temperature seemed to drop. Jack stood slowly. His breathing grew harsh. His fists clenched so tight his leather gloves creaked. Victor Crane was the man who had ruined Jack's life years ago, stolen his company, framed him, took his home, took his future. Now Crane had destroyed another family. It was not charity anymore. It was justice. "Boys," Jack growled, "we ride." Engines roared like thunder exploding in the night. Leather glinted beneath flickering garage lights. Steel boots hammered the ground. Rage and purpose fueled every turn of the throttle. They tore up the hill toward the mansion of Victor Crane. Gate in sight. Jack accelerated. Crash. Fence shattered beneath the weight of a Harley. Guards rushed. Punches. Yells. Scraping gravel. Jack charged through double doors, straight into Crane's office. Crane's smirk faltered when Jack slammed a stack of documents onto his desk. Proof. Fraud. Theft. Signatures. Bills. All stolen from grieving families. You stole from a man who died, Jack spat, and left his child starving. Crane tried to bluff. You can't prove. Already did, Jack said, eyes burning with fury. Silence. Crane was finally terrified. Morning sunlight warmed the cracked asphalt near Maria's car. Emma sat rubbing Duke's ears when engines rumbled back into the lot. Jack approached and knelt, handing her a sealed envelope. What's this? She asked, confused. Something your dad worked hard for, Jack said, and something a bad man tried to keep. Inside, thick stacks of bills and official apartment keys with her father's name. Maria gasped, crying quietly into her hands. Jack signaled his guys, and Harley saddlebags opened with grocery bags, bottles of clean water, blankets, a stuffed toy for Emma. Emma hugged Jack fiercely. Thank you, Mr. Jack, she whispered. Jack's voice cracked as he replied. You don't thank people for doing what's right. Duke barked once, tail wagging strong again. Emma giggled for the first time in months. The Hellhawks stood back, watching mother and daughter wrap their arms around each other. Warmth began to return, where cold had lived too long. A local news clip later flashed headlines across TVs and phones everywhere. Biker gang rescues homeless mother and child, corrupt boss arrested. Requests for interviews poured in, but Jack refused everyone. We're not here to be heroes, he told a reporter who cornered him once. We just fill the gaps where the world forgets to care. A few weeks later, Jack received a small letter written in a child's handwriting. Dear Mr. Jack, Mommy is healthy again. Duke is happy. When I grow up, I want to help people just like you. Love, Emma. Jack slipped the letter inside his jacket, right next to his heart, and quietly smiled. Sometimes salvation wears leather and rides a Harley. And sometimes, saving one family is enough to save your own soul too.